What's up, everyone? This is Bulverik Games. How you doing? So we have a super exciting day today where we are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons: The Shaken Lands, episode 17. The group have stumbled across harmful ladies and they're trying to work out whether or not they are hostile or not. Turned out they are. Decided to go battle them, and they're in mid-battle. So we are joining this game today where they're hopefully going to conclude this battle, whether they're victorious or whether they're not. And they are in a cavern where they found a portal, and these two lovely ladies were just in the middle of this cavern, in the middle of nowhere. Very suspicious. Forced to fight. Now they're fighting. Hopefully we'll get some resolution. Let's see how they do, shall we? Roll that clip. After Cade and Arthur got a bit explosive happy with some TNT, they blew open a cave-in that was at the southern point of this cave. Noticing that there's some masterworked, handcrafted, corridors, door frames with ancient text that no one could read, it got intriguing for them. They decided to head forth and work out what's in here. So going forth, it's a bit weird because it's a bit blank, but everything they come across is dusty, so it hasn't been touched in a long time. There's beautiful murals on the roof of this building depicting of a druidic nature with animals, trees, and a bear, the same as the life cycle of being hunted and caught and stuff like that. In the next room, there's this weird rectangular shape walled off area in the dead center of this room with two small little corridors going off to the right. After you investigated going off to your right, you notice that there's nothing here. There's literally nothing here until Bunny goes round to the back end of this and notices that there is a beautiful portrait of what looks like a druidic elven lady. Convinced there's something here but couldn't quite find it. Convinced that asked Gabriel to come over to check it out. Gabriel come and checked it out and noticed that there is a hidden door behind it. But at the same time, Cade also spots something on the floors of these side rooms. There's drag marks where something's been moved. The door is swung open thanks to Gabriel and Bunny's aid in opening. Noticing inside is a blank, dull room. There's just black walls, and that's it. There's nothing in there. Getting a bit perplexed, Gabriel decided to step forth, and he walks into the room. Everyone else sees him walks into the room, but Gabriel sees something different. Gabriel sees in front of him a sarcophagus, what looks like a burial ground of someone or something. Trying to communicate back to the group, they couldn't hear each other. Figuring out there's something funky going on here, the rest of the party decided to walk through this door. Noticing that it is not a blank room, it is in fact taking you into a sarcophagus room. A burial chamber, rather. Being able to talk now, there was discussions that they were going to do a bit of grave robbing. So they decided to head on over to the sarcophagus. Try for the love of God to try and move it. Struggled, but then the brawn of the group decided to come over and moved it with ease. Doing so has revealed a corpse of what appeared to be some sort of humanoid creature. Just to point out that this writing was all over it. The ancient writing as well, with Gabriel trying to take notes of this. Inside, the dust and the decayed cloth and body and sorry, more like mummified body sort of thing. It's been preserved for quite a long time. There was some items in here. You managed to fish out a few things. Some items didn't withstand coming out of the sarcophagus and got destroyed immediately, but some of them was pristine. Digging through, noticed some more gold coins. Decided to grab them for your party funds, and then do I remember? Did you shut the sarcophagus? I can't remember.
I think we did.
I believe you. You shut the sarcophagus.
Are you just covering your arse, Sean? Because I don't remember us closing the sarcophagus.
You
Nor
have
can I.
no evidence of the facts one way or the other. I
We
plead
did.
innocence.
We didn't close it.
Okay.
I was mistaken.
The sarcophagus is not closed. Okay. With an Indrin on the steps, looking a bit saddened at the decisions that the group was making, you guys decided to head further into this mysterious place. Doing so, getting closer to the stairs, you hear a certain whirring sound, getting louder as you ventured further up towards the next room. Doing so, entering the room, you do notice that there is 4 pyres all lit with a different coloured flame. There's a red flame, a blue flame, a green flame, and what else do I say? Sorry, my notes. Where's my notes? Green, blue, red. I believe it was a yellow flame. With that, there was 2 humanoid ladies in the middle, looking like they're praying. But the biggest thing in this room was a massive, humongous portal, illuminated in a purplish colour as it pulsates, with the text strewn all over this framework.
Like a Stargate, but in a different language.
Yeah, exactly. If you know what a Stargate is, like that, but not but not circular, right? I think Stargate's circular, isn't it?
The picture. Oh, okay. I thought the map showed it circular.
Maybe. Let me check. I may be wrong. Okay, yeah, circular. I'll give you that.
Oh, nice. You've just been given a portal.
Yep, you got a portal now. Congrats. With that said, you decided to question these 2 lovely ladies. Got the information that they came through this portal, and on the other side of this portal, it appears to be the Feywilds, the Beastlands. But it was a bit off. Something's a bit off here. Everything doesn't add up. They're in a sealed cave. The portal. Why didn't they go off looking for people, etc., etc. You all start to question. Really, what are they doing here? Seeing through it, Indrin decided to catch them out, really. Same with Arthur. Arthur did the same. Arthur started to feel a little bit sick, not once, twice, but didn't really get a hold, and he started getting annoyed. After finally Indrin snapping, he dropped a moonbeam down, revealing their true identities. Their skin taut as if they haven't fed in days, blackened to the point where there doesn't appear to be any normal coloured pigment. Eyes of a black dark night, and teeth as jagged, and a maw as elongated, with rags just covering the modest parts where you believed the naughty bits should be. Yeah, they're not nice. They're not pleasant. They're throwing curses, hexes all over the place, throwing spells at you, and then a combat ensues. We will get right back into this combat one moment as I start to do some stuff. Yes. So I'm going to drag you to the map. I'm going to let you guys know, see what they see. We're going to continue. So before we start the top of the initiative order, one of the hags extends a hand, especially this one here. I believe is being grappled by Castiel.
She went ethereal.
Oh, of course she did.
She did.
Yeah, she went there for. I remember now. Yep, sorry. Put the hand out, touch Indrin, and Indrin falls unconscious.
Hot damn.
Right, I'm just going to put a symbol on there like this. He is down and out.
Down and out.
Yeah.
It's Bugsy Malone song.
Yeah. And it's we're going to go start. We're going to start it with the one that just touched Indrin, and we're going to. I'm going to get my dice out, my new dice.
Ooh, are they the ones from thingy?
Norwich
Show
Con,
them
yeah.
to the camera, Dan. I'm interested now.
They're not as pretty as mine.
They're the
Alright.
weighted ones. They're the weighted
Alright,
ones.
these are the ones that. No, this is
And
going
then
to kill you, and this
You
is
got a
going
chonk on yours though, didn't you?
I did,
you get
yeah.
a chonk in yours? So yeah, I didn't get a chonk in mine.
Anyway, right. I am so prepared here.
Nice t-shirt, Dan.
Yeah. There it is. Right, so I'm going to do something to Castiel. What am I going to do? I don't know. Let's have a think.
Giggity.
I need another screen. Anyone want to buy me something? Buy me a PC, and then I can have another screen.
Still one from work.
I can't, unfortunately. They're all laptops.
I've got a PC you can have. I don't know if it's any good or not.
Right. Okay.
Just use it as a footrest.
All right. Look how some of you live. Some of us can't afford one. Okay. So she's ethereal. She'll come out of etherealness, and she's going to claw you. She's getting a bit pissed off at your Castiel, so she's going to try and dig the claws in. Just a single swipe. With a, I'm pretty sure a 16 does not hit you.
I'm pretty positive it doesn't.
As it rakes across the metallic armour in front of you. That'll be her turn done. I've got to turn it down.
I was wondering why we had a periscope on the screen, and then I realised that it's not a periscope.
Special weapon.
That's not there anymore.
Unfortunately, I can't unsee
Okay.
that.
I'm sorry.
They're not there. They're not there anymore. That's quite loud still. Right, there we go. Turn it down. Right, okie dokies. It is now the one down the bottom with Bunny and Arthur. So she is going to do the same claw against Bunny. She's hexed, right? She's hexed for strength. Am I right? Or dex? I can't remember, Arthur. What's she hex her for? Dex? Arthur?
Dex.
Dex. What's that?
You forgot to
Sorry.
mute yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I was muted on the controlly thing.
Right.
Text his own speech.
I got a 9. That does not hit you, Bunny, does it? It's a bit awkward. They're struggling to hit right now. Cade. It's round to you, buddy. You've just seen Indrin drop to the floor unconscious. Cade.
I'm going to shoot the top hag. I know I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I can do the best I can.
Where are you?
I'm hiding behind pillars.
Yeah, you can't see him
right.
through. So you're going to shoot
Okay.
the top hag, yep?
I believe that's a hit.
That certainly hits her, yeah. No problem.
18 damage.
18, holy moly. You're doing some decent damage here.
And I will hide again.
I can see you now. There you are.
No problem. Right, Castiel. You've just seen an arrow come shooting by from Cade, and then Cade disappeared very quickly with ease.
I'll roll my stealth.
Oh yeah, it hit. So you can quite clearly see it's hit her. She's got an arrow sticking out of her.
Hey, 29 for... Wow.
For a feast all.
That's okay.
It's the same thing,
It's
right?
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. 29 for stealth.
Yeah, that's fine. Right, Castiel, you'll go.
Right, I'm gonna swing at her. So, 26 to hit.
Holy
Fuck's
Christ.
sake.
Oh,
That's
what?
pissed me off.
I
I didn't use Great Weapon Master because I've not been able to hit her with it. If I had, I would have still hit.
Oh.
yeah. Try having
what it
2
is.
hand axes and a battle axe and still freaking not hitting. That sucks.
8 damage.
Okay, taking it.
And then...
Swing again? Great Webmaster?
No. Play it safe again.
That hits.
Yeah. There we go. For 10 damage.
Okay. Maths is hard, yo. There we go. Nice. So she staggers a little bit. You start to see a bit of black ichor start coming out your wounds now. But she's standing strong still. Right. Okay, then if that's your go, then that'll be Bunny now.
I'm assuming I'm still raging from last time.
Yeah, we're carrying on. Yeah.
And I think I don't have either of my hand axes currently.
One's
they're
in one of them, I think.
Yeah. I
can't
think
remember.
it's in this. It's in this one. I haven't been anywhere near this one.
No. So yeah, you got one inside her, one went flying over by Cade.
Okay. Right.
Just going to drag.
The one that's the one that's buried in this one. Can I pull it out, or will that like?
So I'm going to call it a free action. It's just like drawing a weapon. Drawing a weapon would be a free action in my game, so
Right.
you can get a free action doing that.
I will do that, and then I am going to attack with the hand axe first, and then with the great axe.
Okay.
So.
So you're going to throw the axe and then swing with the great axe.
I don't have to throw the axe, can I? I can just like use it like a hatchet, can't I?
Just
That's
try,
what they are used for. Thrown and melee.
I'm trying to like vision how this will work because a great axe is 2-weapon, isn't it? It's 2-weapon, 2-handed.
Two-handed, yeah.
So you
You
would,
have to lose that weapon
but I
somehow.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just trying to embed it in her like the other one.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like
Right.
it was originally. So, okay. Boop. Oh shit, did I click on my... I've done a Carla.
Not clicked on.
Fuck's sake. And now it's
Oh,
not
my
letting
ears.
me... Now it's not letting me click on my character either, so that's...
There we go. You just rolled 18. That hits.
Okay, cool. That'll do. Is that gonna load?
10. There we go. So your axe is embedded into her.
Cool. And then with my second attack,
No problem.
I'm gonna... I'm gonna attempt and probably not.
Remember, this one has minus dex, so it might hit now.
No, that's only for skill checks, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
So your axe goes in, but your great axe gets you off balance a little bit, and you just miss.
Fucking gets me off balance. Whatevs. Okay.
Of.
This is Trevor.
Okay, cool.
Some fury. I just want the fucking great axe to do something. Right. Okay.
Eventually. Are you finished?
I'd like to remove the axe from her back again.
Sure.
Oh no, can I? Oh no, I can. I can. Bonus action. Can I remove the axe from her? The
Yeah.
hand axe from
Don't see.
her.
Don't see why not. Yeah.
Ha.
Are you using the bonus action to swing the hand axe, or are you using your 2 attacks with the great axe?
No, so I've got the first attack was my hand axe, second attack was my great axe, and then bonus action is pulling the hand axe out of her
Okay.
back. Or wherever it's embedded.
Because
Is that right or not right?
Yeah,
or...
that's fine, because I allow it, because it's quite complicated swinging an axe and then bringing out your two-handed and then grabbing your axe again. There's a lot of things happening in 6 seconds. But
Of course
I
you're
allow
going to like it. The great axe does more damage than the hand axe.
it.
Well, it does. It would if it hit, but it doesn't seem to want to ever hit. So.
Okay, Arthur.
I'm not muted, am I? No. Okay.
Arthur?
Yeah.
I'm joking. Carry
Uh,
Medic.
medic.
The medic is asleep or unconscious.
We don't call medics where I'm from. We miss is what we do. No, we don't.
28 hits.
I saw the 14 first. So that's 14. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Mannering. That's 16 damage.
And it's
But
magical.
two of that's necrotic.
Nice.
I believe Hex is necrotic, isn't it?
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There we
16 totes. Okay. Masters Harjo.
Minus 16 is not that difficult. Actually,
Of
Daniel.
course, yeah, I forgot you could do that. She hisses at you as if that hurt really
No.
badly.
She fell over dying, dead on the floor. Not she hisses at you.
No,
God, okay.
You wish.
I do desperately because she's going to hit me back and then I'm going to end up dying dead on the floor.
Gabriel, you'll go.
So,
Sneeze.
bless you if you do sneeze.
Yeah, maybe. Fight.
Going to cast Chromatic Orb level 1 at the one next to Arthur and Bunny.
Okay.
Going for fire damage.
Fire. Okay. Holy!
I was hoping for
moly.
that. I have it set to roll 2 at once, and I saw the 7 first, and I was so worried.
Just to pause that situation there for a second. What Cade has said there, Bunny, is probably the most effective way you could use your weapons until you got your 2 back.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to. Yeah, it's the fact the other hand axe is fucking miles away. But,
Yeah.
Okay, no worries.
Yeah, because that way you can probably do more damage that way if you hit.
I can attempt to do more damage.
Right, hang on. We've just got to do something here because we had a crit. There we go. Nice. Right, that. Oh, so what's that? That's 26 fire damage. Do me a favour, mate. Roll a d20 for me.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
Oh, it's almost.
No. 19.
Oh, almost.
You've got the 3D dice turned on as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
Nice.
almost.
So close.
So what's that? That's 27. Oh, Masters Harjo. Not 27. 26.
Minus 26, yeah.
Why is right? Hang on, I'm having a bit of issue here. Right.
Roll 20 being a pain, or D&D Beyond being a pain.
Oh, I did that wrong, didn't I? One moment.
When you find out the hacks
There we go.
damage type that you used.
Right.
Please no. That'd be a waste of a nat 20 of all things.
It impacts, and you start to see the fire lick to where her wounds was. So the wounds have been opened up by Bunny and Arthur and that wailing on her. You can see it starting to cauterize with this fire. She's getting a little bit desperate now, but she's standing strong. Is that your turn, Gabriel?
I will then move to here, so I have a better line of sight on both of them, and the room in general.
Right, Rashala, you come in from looking after the cart because you haven't heard from your party members in a long time, so you decided to come looking for him. You come running up the stairs. You can quite clearly see their tracks in a very dusty, walked-in room. Quite easily see where they've gone. You follow them, and you end up on top of the stairs. You can take your action. You see 2 hags being beaten on. Indrin is on the floor unconscious. Cade is hiding around the pillars, and there is 4 online sconces with red, green, blue, and yellow fire, with a portal active showing a purple hue. What would you like to do?
Well, technically, I can only see one.
Yes, yeah, well, you can see what you can see, yeah.
Sorry.
Breathe air, John, not spit.
You can't make it all the way. You can always grab our party member and push him backwards.
Which one? Indarin?
Yeah, he's out cold.
Okay.
Like toss him to the steps.
I can actually hit from here. It probably won't be as good as using my doodah. Can I hit him and then
You can move. Yeah,
Indarin? Can I move Indarin though?
I'm probably going to say he's quite heavy, so I'll probably need it would be an action to move him. But if you could do a bonus action spell, if you got a bonus action spell.
Well, I have one.
Yeah, so moving into would be an action, I would say.
What is his problem?
Do
I know?
He just fell to the floor. You can see as you come up the stairs, she grabbed him and he just fell limp. That's all you know.
Your soul is mine.
She didn't say that.
I don't have any bonus actions.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to move Indarin.
Okay. So how dragon summon would work would be you do your move, then you use your bonus action to dash, as you say, and then you'll move half your movement with the.
Oh, see, I never even thought of that. I was just gonna pick him up by, I don't know, just gonna grab him by his arms or his legs and yank him behind me.
Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that's a different way of doing it, and then you can then move again if you wish.
No, I don't have enough movement. I've used all of my movement to get here. So I just want to place him like there. So I just want to grab his leg and slide him across the room.
Do me a athletics, and then we'll just see if it doesn't go horribly wrong.
13.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't suplex him into the wall, the pillar behind him. Yeah, you move him, no problem. He's out of harm's way. Anything else?
Yes, I'm going to activate my Shield of Faith on my sword.
Nice. So you see a black shadow appear over Rashala as it originates from the sword. It's now got an aura. Cool. And then if you want to do me a favour, roll initiative so you're on the tracker now.
Yes.
Nice, and I'll redo that. Okay, you're in.
13 again. Okay.
Nice. Cool. Anything else?
No, that's my action
Cool.
and my bonus.
It is now the one up by Castiel. She's going to look at Castiel, look at her friend down the bottom, not doing so well. She's going to point a finger at him, and I'm going to ask for as you say some dark words that even you yourself shudders at, and I'm going to do a ranged spell attack as a beam of enervating energy springs from her finger towards you. So let's roll to see if I hit you, and I probably won't because I've been doing that all the time. Oh no, maybe that's a 16 plus whatever. So 24 to hit you. Castiel, I'm pretty sure that hits
Yes.
you.
That does hit
On
me.
a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. At the end of each of the target's turns, you make a Constitution saving throw against the spell. On a success, the spell ends. And it's concentration, so she's concentrating on it. Okay, so you're basically cursed to do not much damage. If you're strength based, basically. Your strength is weakened. The one at the bottom looking a bit worrying. She...
Cliffhanger.
How fucked up is she? Fairly. She's gonna point. She's gonna
The
point.
ceiling, point to the floor,
She's gonna
point to the windows, and point to the door.
point a bony finger at Arthur and Bunny
Oh no!
and start to cackle manically.
How I kill?
It doesn't take much to kill me right now.
Yeah, you're all in range. She says some
You
arcane
fucking cast lightning bolt.
divine
I'm going to
worth,
find you. Right.
and she starts to cast a spell.
You're drawing this out far too long. Just get on with it. Roll the dice, will you?
I'm just giving the option for anyone that is able to react could react. But nope.
I don't think I actually have a reaction.
So the
Are you thinking counterspell?
the spell goes off. Too late. And
Here's the thing, I can't do that yet. That's a higher level than I have access to.
I don't know. You might be superpower. And
You're making me feel like I'm a bad guy here for not trying to counterspell it when I can't.
and she pops.
You are.
You
Hold
So
on,
you use your
hold on,
reaction
hold
to
on.
5 in front of it then, Sean? Like a good...
I'll use my reaction to shield. How about that? I'll protect myself. Sod you lot.
Take the
no,
bullet.
no. Hold on. I don't know what she's casting, but
So-
do I react with shield myself?
Well, no, she's not aiming at you at the moment. You
you said
you
she-
get to know if she hits you with something, and you can then react. No, she points a bony finger. That's all she does. Say a few
Oh.
words in arcane, hisses at you, and then her form starts to shimmer, and she just pops out of existence.
Oh, fuck off.
It backfired. She blew herself up.
She wants to come back and haunt us.
Rashala, that's now your go again.
Oh. Then I'm gonna run up beside Castiel.
Yeah.
Drive my lovely greatsword through a
Holy shit.
hurdy-gurdy face
That hits.
for 13 slashing.
Okay.
It is magical.
Con save. Yep. For concentration, she passes the concentration. She really does not like that until she looks at you and she's like hisses at you. Anything else?
Good. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm going to touch Castiel with my sword, as he enjoys to be touched with my sword every now and again, and I'll cast the oh. What's your AC?
19.
Oh, then no, sod you.
Yeah,
At this rate, mine is only one better than yours. So,
Yeah, no, protect yourself.
yeah, no, that'll be my move.
okay. Cade,
Quick question for you.
go for it.
These braziers,
Mhm.
do they have lids by them?
No, they're open top with no sign of
Okay.
a lid.
I was maybe thinking about putting a lid on, but step up here, and I will go after the delightful grandma-looking woman.
Yeah.
And I will attack her.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, there's some insane rolls.
Oh, I get to get rid of that one. There was a 1, so I have to roll a d6 for you.
Yeah.
If I know how to do that. So it'd be 20 total.
4, 9. Yeah. Yeah, 20 total. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, cool. So you loose your arrow from your short bow, flies past Vishala with precision and embeds into the torso of this grandma-looking lady, and winces, and you start to see a bit of brackish ooze coming out.
And
So you pop them back in. Nice.
oh yeah, I'm back to my stealth.
It's not hard. You're a little man. Okay, Castiel.
Is she still kind of incorporeal?
No. She
So she's solid now.
every hit you've seen happen is being hitting her. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Natural 1.
Second attack.
Bit
Oh
off.
my.
1, 2.
One,
You
two.
tried. At least you tried.
Or 1, 2.
Fucking hell, unlucky. So you're get a bit put off. She cursed you, and you're feeling a little bit confused of what the hell she's done. Just put your swing off a little bit.
Hmm.
With that, are you finished?
Yeah, I'm
Cool.
done.
Bunny,
Right, let's try this again.
by the way, your hand axe is not here.
Oh, bitch.
Great axe it is. Right, where is the other one?
The other one is by Cade, literally next to Cade.
Hey, what? Oh, axe.
The axe, yeah.
No, sorry, I did mean the other
Yeah.
bag thingy.
Up
I know
Yeah.
one. Where's the other
She
one?
disappeared.
Oh, she
No,
disappeared in front of your
okay,
eyes.
So I can't see her at all. Okay, fine.
She
Completely gone.
lost, or whatever the term is.
She what?
Went somewhere. We don't know where.
She went to a happy
Okay.
place.
Fine. Does my great axe have reach? It probably doesn't, does it? Right.
No,
Let's
I
just
don't
do
think
it.
it has. Yeah, 5 foot, yeah.
Right, fine. We'll do 2 attacks. Well, attempt 2 attacks with this. I don't want to get too excited because this has failed miserably.
Look,
You're gonna do
I
well.
have
you're going to
Believe
do
in
well.
yourself.
Have faith.
We've now jinxed it, haven't we, Dan?
Well, I hope I have.
Woo!
Oh, that hits.
So that's good. I'm gonna roll like, come on!
On what?
Oh, that was almost a 1. That would have been so bad.
So
It's better than nothing.
You hit and you dig deep into the flesh. You've got the brackish black liquid coming out. It's starting to get a little bit faster flow now.
Right, I would like there to be more blood, so
Okay.
I'm gonna just try this again.
For more blood, you have to hit harder. That hits.
Oh, come on!
That's more damage.
Well, it could have been more damage. Fucking D12, for fuck's sake.
Again, you find a squishy bit. It goes
I
in.
find a squishy bit.
It doesn't go in quite deep, but it
Are you
causes
sure?
a wound. Anything else?
Nope.
Gabriel, you'll go.
I've got a question that maybe shoots myself in the foot, but didn't Arthur go before me?
No, doesn't matter.
No, it's just.
I had to.
It's just shuffled. It doesn't matter.
You both
Yeah,
had
no, that's-
4, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You
it's
go at
just-
the same time on a 4.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It was just one of those things of like, am I insane here?
No, I did
Probably,
reset. I had
but-
to reset it for Rashala, so that's probably what happened.
I am going to cast another chromatic orb.
Mhm.
Again, first level at the hag.
Choosing
This time going for lightning.
lightning. Oh, interesting.
I'll vary it a bit, but still roll shit.
Oh, hang on. She needs to do 2 con saves quickly. Hang on. First one is a natural 20. I think. Is that a natural 20? Yeah, natural 20. It's a star. And, hang on. 7. No, 7. She fails. So you're no longer feeling fatigued, Castiel.
Nice. That was obviously what made me miss.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Obviously, 100%.
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2.
So 11 misses, yeah.
With the 11, it flies past her, hits the purple portal, and it disappears.
I'm gonna have something to throw it back soon.
Stop dumping your shit.
2 of them come back.
Yeah.
Quick, let's all chuck our money in then.
Let's have a d20, please, mate. You know the drill. I will always remember.
3.
Whoa. Right. Okay. Anything else?
Middle fingers to the hag.
I allow it. Arthur, you go.
I'm going to bonus action to move my hex.
Sure. Oh, hang on.
which is- it says if the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to curse a new creature.
Technically, she didn't drop to 0.
Oh, she hasn't.
So
Still
she
change
is
target.
still hexed.
So I can't
Question is, can you move it
curse on
if...
target.
If
I'd have to actually remove curse. No, let's remove curse. When you cast
the question is, if she's not on this plane anymore,
Yeah,
does it carry over?
let me read it. Right, so hex, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say if you can move it or not, apart from if it says if the target drops to 0 hit points.
I just had a thought. In the last session, I cast a spell, Mind Spike. This is very important. Did she pass? Because I think she did, didn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, no, okay. Never mind. My idea vanished.
Right, hex. Let's see what the wording says and then we'll rule it.
It's probably a lot like the hunter's mark, but if they escape, his hex has to go away eventually.
Yeah.
I think the problem is I would have to drop it and recast it.
Yeah.
And then I'm not entirely convinced I can.
You could drop concentration.
Yeah, no, I meant recast it actually. Bear in mind, I have I don't know how my spell slots work even, so.
No, neither do I, to be fair.
No.
Warlock
Warlocks.
spells are just weird.
Warlocks on a short rest or long rest, depending on what comes first. Eldritch Knight is a long rest.
Right. She's still hexed.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Even
I'll go
even
with
though
that.
she is not
Fine.
here.
You know what? If she's still hexed, then
Mhm.
right? There's no point me moving. Can I go back?
Yeah, of course. Go back to where
Thank
you
you. Right, and then I'll just do this. We
I'll just
go
blast.
boom, and then boom.
Oh,
were. Called it. Definitely hits.
It's twice.
No, only it's once. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, I rolled twice.
Sorry, I didn't see the second one.
So that's the first one, and that's crap, the second one. But there you go.
11, okay. So
I did it twice, don't I? We worked that out last time.
yeah, because you're level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the first force bolt of the Eldritch Blast impacts her. She like stumbles back and she's trying to keep her footing. And the next one also impacts, but she's like proper trying to keep herself up now. But she's still there. The brackish black liquid is coming a bit faster now. Yeah, she's not looking happy, mate. She's looking a bit nervous, looking at the ball, looking at you.
There's not more I can do than that, and so I shall pass. If you see what I mean, I shall allow whoever to go next.
It's her turn next.
Oh well, she can hit Rashala or something.
She
plan on it.
is going to look at Rashala, look at Castiel, look at Bunny, look at Gabriel, look at Arthur. She's like getting nervous now. She'll say in broken common, and she goes, "This is not over."
I'll
She
be back.
starts to cast a spell saying some arcane words that hurt your ears, and with that spell, she pops out of existence.
What a hoe.
Literally. I know, right?
Fucking, I hate people who run away.
I'm gonna collect arrows.
Yeah, roll an investigation. Investigation? Yeah, that'll be an investigation because you're looking for him. Let's go look for him.
And could I do a quick Arcana check to see if it was a kind of teleportation spell or just invisibility spell?
Yeah, do an arcane. Yeah.
Because if she's still here and it's invisibility spell, I have something cool to say. 15.
15. Right, what level of magic is... What level of magic can you cast up to? 2?
I can cast up to 3.
3. So you can do counter spell.
No, I can't because I don't have it as a spell. I don't have the spell.
Not my problem.
Also, I thought it was 4th.
So...
Is it 4th or is it?
No, it's 3rd level.
It's 3rd level.
Yeah.
Damn it! Why did I not take? Oh, hold on.
I have it.
No, I don't have it. I don't have access to 3rd level spells. I have 2nd level spells.
Okay, so with the Arcana and your investigation, yeah, you collect some arrows up. Some of them snapped. Let's say you get half back. Arcana of Gabriel you would know that invisibility is quite a low powered spell, really, than what you believe this to have been. So you believe this to be of some sort of high powered spell.
So something higher powered, something like
Yeah.
teleportation, or at least like greater invisibility, where I can't do shit about it regardless.
The School of Magic had the ability of conjuring around it, but that was it. You can't quite tell where, what she used, but you can get the gist that you don't think she's invisible. Unless she decided to cast invisibility at a high level, but you're not sure.
I know what she used. She used her cowardice to conjure an escape and steal our EXP.
Yeah, the cool thing I was going to say is if she just turned invisible and was about to run, I was going to say it's over when I say it's over, and just scorching ray in that entire area. Because come on, cool quip.
We
It
hear
would
a
have been
fake.
cool. You should have saved it for when it actually happens, though.
I've got some other quips. They're better.
That's not how you spell that. Fuck. Anyway. Right. Right. There is no threat in this room that you know of. The portal is active. The sconces are still burning. What you do?
What is the portal?
We don't know. I think it's portal to what they called the
Feywild.
Beastlands.
In the-
which
Didn't someone actually mention, or was that out of game?
that
No.
was out of character.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I mentioned it. I don't know if Dan mentioned it, but
No,
I mentioned it.
she mentioned it to you.
Oh, never mind. Problems. That's that. It
She
is
said-
a Feywild.
She said they're from the Beastlands, which is in the Feywild.
Anybody got medicine to wake him up?
No, he is the medicine man.
Well,
Is
it depends what his thing. Can I make a medicine check to try and find out what is?
Ailing him?
Of course you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, of course you can.
Have you
Uh,
tried slapping him yet?
it's not my best thing, but
Oh, holy moly. That's pretty good, though.
You did good.
So, looking over at him, you don't believe that he's in any threat of dying.
Oh shit.
He's in like a catatonic state where...
Catatonic?
Yeah, catatonic state where they've cast some sort of spell on him. You cannot figure out, for love of God, what it is. But he's breathing. And you try and stir him by the typical methods of pinching the ear and stuff like that, but he doesn't stir. He's actually quite healthy, really, if you look at him. He's just got this small little black mark on his hand where he was touched. That's it.
so can I discern if this is a disease or a poison?
You don't believe it's a disease or a poison?
Fuck. Okay.
Charlotte,
The
try
hand of the-
slapping him or shaking him.
I'll slap him. I don't think that'll work.
You never know.
I think it was the hand of the DM reaching down.
Can I discern that when the player gets back, this will magically be all over?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Is the portal still active?
Yeah, very much truly active.
We throw
gonna-
him through first to see if any
I'm gonna
harm comes
tie a
from it.
rope
I don't
around
think we need
myself.
to go through.
I think
Did
we
you
do.
did you say the fires are all different colours?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
What colours were they?
So you got red, blue, green, and yellow.
Be right back, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm going to tie a rope around myself and see if I'm going to then tie the other end to a pillar.
Sure. You got a left or right pillar. This is relevant.
Really?
Okay, I'm going to pick this one.
Sure.
One's real,
You
one
said
isn't.
red, green, blue, yellow.
Red,
fires.
green, blue, yellow fires. Yeah.
This is a bit like Stargate, where they first send the robot like through to see what's on the other side with the cameras. Only
Hey,
we're going to
Phil.
get to come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what this also sounds like?
Oh what? I've had portals in my games. You're not talking about that. are you?
No. I'm talking about another game where we all were in with different characters.
Yeah, I remember that.
With the dragon thing.
The flames, the coloured flames,
Yeah.
definitely. I've been thinking that we should just extinguish them all, but I don't know if that's the right thing to do. So I've been
I
keeping
would
quiet.
know. I would know to do that.
No, neither would I. But I was just thinking they're coloured flames. They've got to be coloured for a reason. But
Yeah, they're not giving off heat either.
We know which ones are which colours. Sorry.
So top left is red, top right is blue, bottom left is green, bottom right is yellow.
let
Yeah,
me
you
move.
said that far too fucking fast, Daniel.
Bottom right is yellow, top right is blue. Something
Something,
on the left
something.
is green.
Yeah, thank you, Sean.
I gave you two
Can
of
we-
them.
Dan, can we try that again, please?
Yeah. Hang on, I'll do something better here. Thanks.
Can we move them?
I was literally
What?
just going to write on them.
Move the fires. He's talking
Yeah.
about.
Are they like
Oh, thank
there
you,
we go.
darling. Right, red.
like can they be removed? You know what I mean by moved. I don't need to explain myself really, do I?
They're 5x5.
If they're little sconces, can we just
Yeah.
like break the?
No, they're big ass 5x5
Big ass
braziers.
braziers,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, but can they be moved?
Try.
If I use Indarin as a hammer, can I break them down?
Well, hold on. Let's be honest. There are 4 of us who are reasonably strong.
One of which is going through a portal
I'm
that
sitting here
we're
on a trip.
interrupting.
You
I'm
know
not
what?
particularly strong.
In
Can we
fact,
see what's burning on the fires?
There just appeared to be a flame. That's it. There's no fuel. Yeah, it just appears to be some sort of fuel burning on the fire.
I
Is
wouldn't-
there
No-
anything
no
that looks
fuel,
like we
sorry.
can cover them with?
quick time out. Before we started fighting,
Hmm.
Peter Gabriel was casting
Peter?
identify. That's how I can remember to say your name. Otherwise, I'll call you the wrong name.
Brilliant, love it.
How
If
would
it
you call
works,
him
it
by his
works.
surname or something?
Flamestone, book boy.
Hey,
Which
honestly-
also works.
I
Detect
didn't even
magic.
know who his surname was.
No,
so
he was
there we
casting
go.
identify that
It
he
was
then
identify.
dropped.
Yeah, exactly. That you dropped. Now I could do with actually just chilling on these steps here for a while. Yeah. So if I chill on these steps here for a while, would you like to cast your spell and we just sit around and not do much for I don't know about an hour maybe? See what happens.
Not an hour, it's 10 minutes. And
No,
Oh,
I need an hour.
back.
Fuck your 10 minutes.
you don't have 10 minutes. No,
I've
we
got an
don't
hour.
have an hour. We have
I've
10
taken an
minutes.
hour. Let me put it this way. I'm taking an hour, whether the rest of you like it or not. Because if the cleric's down and out, right, I've got like 1/3 of my hit points.
I can heal you.
I could revive you from the dead. Like, that's about it.
Right, that's reassuring.
I can
I
poke you
could
with an
raise
axe,
you as a
that sounds
zombie.
weird. I can.
I can
probably
heal you.
scared-
It won't-
Can't I just short
But-
rest? Are we? I'm gonna.
Well,
Can I put Gabriel's body behind the portal in case something else comes around so I can try to hide it or
Not Gabriel. Indirin.
Indurant? I'm sorry.
You certainly can. Take a bit of time.
I'd like to know if when the DM said which pillar, because it's relevant, was actually true or not.
I think he was making a joke.
I don't
I
know.
would
And in
also
which
like
case,
to
I'd like
touch-
to investigate. Sorry, what?
I would like to touch.
Right.
Can I investigate the pillars? Oh fuck.
Right, okay, right. One moment. So while you're discussing about what the hell's going on, what you're trying to do, demanding that you need to take a short break, you're going to touch the sconces, not sconces, the braziers. You do so, you don't get burnt, it just feels crackly and pins and needles in your hands. That's pretty much it. Castiel, he just blatantly walks straight through the portal. He disappears. You get a wrenching. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Retching.
You're basically
Wank.
yanked. You're yanked.
What?
I wasn't far off, was I? I was one letter.
I think you just
Yeah.
startled
Wrenched is
Dan
the
for a
right
second.
You've broken Dan.
Yanked. Wait.
You were yanked quite violently through this portal. As you got close to it, you were basically pulled the rest of the way. You start to emerge on the other side. The temperature, the weather, and the humidity hits you first, as it starts to become apparent that you are no longer in a cave dwelling underground. You are in what appears to be a green open pasture with your purple portal behind you, still active, with the rope still attached to you. You've got gigantic trees, I'm talking gargantuan, massive things flying overhead. You're not sure what it is, but this thing could probably eat a castle. It's that big.
Is this rope still taut, or has it gone?
Now it looks still taut on your end.
Okay, cool.
On your side, you do notice that there is a massive statue with what appears to be two bowls of what appear to be some sort of pinkish liquid. The statue is of a winged, fey-like creature. Not sure what it is. It's probably a mixture between humanoid with wings. You've seen a few of them flying around
I'm
sometimes.
not going to get kissed by one, am I?
Yeah, like the succubus sort of thing. Yeah, actually, that's a good comparison, but not as. Doesn't look as dark as this picture looks. There's mushrooms all over the place. There's plant life all over the place, but the plants and mushrooms are as big as you. The stone structure that holds the portal behind you has plants growing up all over the side.
I'm going to walk over to this statue.
Hang on, let me count 5 to 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Let me go into the other thing. 1 moment.
Yeah.
Just to see whether you get stuck.
Actually, yeah, you're right. I probably won't make it, so I'll untie the rope to finish the journey.
Okay. Everyone on the other side, you see the rope just drop. But we'll go back to you in a minute.
I'm going to dip my finger in this pink liquid and taste it. What does it taste like?
Right,
Pink liquid.
so remind me what you can't be again. Poison.
I can't be turned off.
Same.
Immune to disease, resistant to poison.
Okay. You put your finger in it. Take a little sample. It's a bit weird because you don't normally know what taste buds are, but something's really going weird in your processing memory. Can't quite put your finger on it. It's some sort of nectar. It tastes really sweet, but that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna drink the whole bowl.
You gonna what?
I'm gonna drink the bowl.
Like, why do I have this amazing picture in my head that at some point in his life, Castiel has seen someone like dip a finger in something to taste it, and thinks like that's the ordinary
test
thing to do
everything,
with
yeah.
everything, not knowing like he can't taste.
Yeah.
So to him, like
I love
everything
that.
just tastes the same.
Yeah. I actually love that now. That's canon. Also, the logic, by the way, guys, is the last pinkish pool we came across was a pool that magically healed everyone.
And
it was just pure good.
Yeah.
Like, it was just goodness. And I've come
Every
across some
pink
more of
thing
that, and I'm
now.
like, oh, I'm going to try this.
Does that mean you've got
Same
like
thing.
fake healing now?
So if it's a healing, you're gonna drink it all, so someone else can get healed. Oh, okay.
So I can be healed, yeah.
So you drink it. As you do so, you don't feel any better. You're actually feeling a little bit sicker than normal. I would
This
Oh,
is
go on.
shocking.
I would
Let it-
say that you gain a point of exhaustion for downing the whole thing.
Oh, I was going to say let him be like a placebo thing where he thinks he's getting healed, but he's actually losing.
It's getting
I
a
mean,
bit
there is-
high.
It's
There is-
rusting his insides.
There is a second bowl.
Oh,
Yeah, go.
I can't...
Go on, do it.
See,
Go
I was
on.
about to say,
Go on.
Castiel's not dumb. He would know that this is hurt him. But actually,
It might be.
he
It
has
might
an
be
8
separate for a
intelligence.
reason.
yeah, he has an 8 intelligence. He is dumb.
It didn't hurt you. It just makes you
Yeah.
feel a little bit sicky. That's all.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
not
gonna,
suicidal. He's just not that bright.
I'm gonna try the other bowl.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do with this bowl then?
Go and drink it.
The whole thing?
We noticed that the
Fantastic.
went.
Yeah, the rope went limp. Yeah.
Where'd
Oh,
he go?
When did that happen?
Probably when you guys are starting to touch the braziers, because this has all happened at the same time. So
Who's touched? Who's touched them?
Who touched the brazier and killed Castiel?
Castiel's gone. Yeah, you killed him.
Oh, Rashala.
Right, roll a new character.
Yep. A
Um,
wizard with counterspell.
Counterspell for the love of God.
No, you have to be half wizard, half cleric. A bard. There you go.
no! Can you just be a sorcerer so you can do the wizard
Right.
thing without having sexual relations with books?
I am also a
Remember.
sorcerer here.
Remember, there are no more books.
Ever? We've
I will
destroyed
be
every
making
book.
books.
bear me a moment. I'm just bringing up some rules for something quickly.
I was going to say, if I
Oh,
notice the,
sexual relationships with books.
Yeah, I'll
is
look
it
it up.
legal?
Yeah, is it legal? Yeah.
Bookiality? I don't know.
I need.
Suicide in D&D, how to deal with it.
Yeah.
The paper cuts.
It's definitely illegal in libraries. I know that for a fact. Oh no, sorry.
Is it, or is it just frowned upon?
Phil, do you have something you wish to confess to us?
I'm going to need a charisma saving throw, please.
Oh,
I'm pretty fucking charismatic, okay?
Or a robot?
Castiel, however, is not.
Oh,
He is very not.
I'm charismatic.
You're charismatic.
Brass.
Oh,
Plus.
no, that's it.
That's it. Okay.
oh, and that's it.
Can I have a D10, please?
Do you have no charisma saving throw bonus?
No, charisma is 10.
Oh!
I don't know if that's good or bad.
From the
From
stands
Dan's
of
laugh,
it.
that's not good.
Yeah, no, that's not good. That's not a nice laugh.
Did you wish to be a real boy?
I think I'm turning into one.
D100, please.
Did you want to make a new character today?
I mean, I'm kind of tempted.
Let's
You're
see
just
what
going to
this
make
100
another
does.
robot.
No, I wouldn't play Warforged again. I might. I could play a fairy.
1 moment. I'm gonna miss.
Oh,
Dan's
momento.
excited. I don't like.
I just need to pick
Scary.
something.
Por favor.
No, I don't normally get a chance to pick something, but I'm going to pick something now. Hang on.
Your arts.
Because
you know?
normally I have things written down that's already written, but no, I'm going to have to.
Oh,
How am I
shit,
supposed to be
he's-
making notes of all this?
Should be.
He's going to make a nose.
Did you forget you were doing
Phil.
notes?
No, I stopped making notes when I went and
Basically, Cass has gone through a portal, drank some liquid,
Well, we
saw
don't
a
know
fairy
that.
statue.
but I wasn't there for that. So how can I make notes for that?
But this is a.
That's
case
why
of
I'm
if you-
talking over the like now.
Here's the
Hey,
thing.
Sean, do you know what annoys me more?
What?
You know, when every time you say cast, it makes me think of my sorcerer, and now I really want to play
Oh,
her again.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Right.
Right.
What was the last bit? He drank some unknown potion. What was the bit about a fairy? What?
Statue of a fairy or something.
Yeah, it looks like a fairy. A statue of a fairy.
You're making notes for the campaign
I know,
overarching. This is not your personal notes thing.
This is me re-rolling my character.
Yeah.
Right. So Castiel, this is. You have this. Okay. And the thing I've chosen is this one. Let me show you. Right, just to let you know, you have not got this, but you.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. That's what I've chosen, and for how long is this?
I really want to know now, but I'm also scared to know.
I just saw Alex's eyes light up, so something's.
Something's interested.
All right, somebody load up
He
Twitch.
hasn't blinked. He hasn't blinked in about 10 minutes.
Don't
Something's
cheat.
fucking-
I'm just gonna have to Google what that actually is.
Yeah. It's. I'll give you the name of it. Actually, I have to close the bus thing. Hang on.
It's called erectile dysfunction.
So nothing changed.
Yeah, unfortunately, so I'm of that age now.
That wasn't built into your programming. You're not there.
No, that's why I've got the movable rods. So, like, it's the upgrade expansion pack.
Is it like Red Dwarf, where it's just a hoover, a whisk?
That's what I want to be doing. Like, I want to.
Sorry, you need an expansion pack for your rod, did you just say?
Yeah.
It's exactly what it sounds like, Phil.
There we go.
He had a surgery. It was called an addictomy.
I like that one. That was good. Add a dick to me.
So I think I'm under that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So play it how you wish.
That's always ominous.
He now has 3 legs.
And do I understand what that would mean? Like, I mean, I would just probably see everything in like grayscale. But if I understand the spell, I understand what I would expect from people.
Yeah. So you would. Yeah, you would know, because obviously it's the effect happening to you.
Yeah.
So you would know that.
The same as if I like attune to a magic item.
Correct. Yeah, you would.
I then know
automatically
the
it.
item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. 100%. Fucking! If you did not roll that 10, that would have been funny. Right.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I told you not to drink the second bowl. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a million gold, would you? Right now.
Well, I'm gonna go buy me a +1 sword.
Right. Okay. While you're doing that, what's the guys? So if I flip back to the other guys, so you're looking at the braziers.
Well, if I notice his rope go flaccid, I'm gonna go and.
Yeah, it goes flaccid a little bit.
I want to go in and fucking save him then.
You're gonna go and what's the word?
I've just fingered Phil for 10 HP.
Fluff him. Are you gonna go and fluff him? That's what you're
Yeah.
gonna do.
Yeah.
He wants to get yanked also.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It's a common problem that as soon as I start drinking, it just goes flaccid.
Hold on,
Like, it
hold
just
on.
doesn't work anymore.
Soon after Castiel had passed through the portal, Rashala
Right.
Oh,
ran after him
You're yanked
like
again.
a lost puppy.
And again, as I described, did you hear the description before?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Seeing John get yanked, I am no longer flaccid.
How many innuendos has it been now?
So many and so many more.
you see Castiel
Sean,
by the.
I've had a few weeks off. Okay, I've got a few weeks to make up for.
Okay, I'll give you that.
What's my character's name? I genuinely just got it.
Arthur.
Arthur Job.
It's alright, I know, it's fine.
He is Arthur Job, apparently.
Arthur
I can't
Job
even
with
remember
these
his name.
notes.
So everyone else, what's everyone else doing as Rashada's just walked through?
I'm going to wait to see
So-
what everyone else does before I say anything.
So these braziers, these rather large braziers, they have flames burning. Yes.
Correct.
But they don't look like they're burning anything.
No,
They
that's
don't.
right.
They don't burn. I did touch
I
one.
was going to say it's reasonable to assume, therefore, that these flames are magical, and putting water on them and douse them or anything like that.
Yeah, you put hand in it. Everything is like ticking all the boxes to become magical.
I don't think
give
they
me a
have a
second.
physical impact on
I'm going to
anything.
do something the whole party's going to regret now.
You're going to put it in your bag.
Yes.
I'm just
No,
going
he's
to
gonna
wander
knock
over
one
here
over.
and Eldritch blast the yellow one.
But by the rest of the party, the portal's going to close.
So, John, what's your new
Yeah.
character going to be?
I don't know. I'm
So shoot it, roll to hit.
feeling a sorcerer, maybe, or
Oh,
I
Marla.
get stuck on the other side.
a cleric. I might become a cleric.
Yeah, Rogue's really fun.
26 definitely hits.
So as you fire your Eldritch blast, it goes towards it, and then like a homing magnet, it sucks it into the yellow flame. It just disappeared from sight, and then it shoots back at you. You take 7 force damage
Oh.
as it's just firing back at you.
Castiel,
Mm-hmm.
what is that big, gigantic thing walking towards us?
Yes, exactly. How do you know that?
No.
Dan,
Hmm?
I did put a note in there because everyone was talking, but Bunny would like to go after Castiel and Rashala. 'cause
Okay.
There's nothing to battle in here.
Yeah, I've seen it.
There's nothing to kill.
I'm going to
There's
say to
nothing to
Shala,
kill.
it's okay. You may need to hide, but you can't see me.
What?
Having 2 maps is awkward.
Yay, party split! Woo!
A major party split as well.
Do you know how to split the party?
I've done it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But you're going to swap between the two yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no way of having them both up at the same time, is there?
Oh, so I've come out of the pink pool.
Yeah, it's the portal. It looks like a pool. Probably should be a pool,
okay.
but it's a pool.
Yeah, I see it as a portal.
Yeah.
It looks it. Looks huge.
Gabriel, you just seen Arthur shoot a flame. Kate's gone south. I was going to say, where's Kate going?
So
What happens in the room once he shoots the thing?
It goes into the yellow and then shoots it back.
At him?
Yeah, it's done me 7 damage.
Oh, God. Arthur, I know we don't agree on much, but can we please agree for you to not shoot random things?
Well, we now know that if you shoot it, it's going to shoot it back at you.
It's
We didn't know that before.
better than him blowing up shit like he did last time.
Arthur,
Ah.
I would like to posit you a question.
Hold on a second, Bunny's not there, is she?
No,
No,
she's
she's
just
not.
walked through.
Can I suddenly get a really cool idea that may or may not be just directly related to something Bunny just said?
Arthur, can I posit you a question?
Yes.
If you shot that thing and the portal closed, how would you feel?
fine.
Would you feel guilty? Would you
Feel
feel
guil-
upset that you just doomed our friends to eternity,
And
wherever
then,
the
do you
hell
know
they
what?
are in the Feywild?
It's fine. It's fine, Sean, because I would have the last laugh because I wouldn't make a tank then.
Get real.
Just
I'm
let's see
positing
now.
this.
Let me see now. Castiel, Rashala, and Bunny are all the other side in that portal.
Yes.
I would feel less ashamed that I'd trapped them over there and they may be lost for life, and more worried that our most combat able fighters were no longer with us. And neither of us are looking particularly healthy at the
And do you
moment.
know what I would do just out of spite? I would make like a really squishy character with shit con.
right. So
Just to get my own back for you killing the fucking blunt force trauma people.
to answer Kate's question quickly, going down them stairs, you come back to the portrait door. So the portrait door you walked in. So down them stairs is the portrait door in front of you.
I'm just going to suggest to Gabriel. Did you see me say Peter in my mind then?
I did.
What do you think about getting some dynamite and seeing if these things blow up?
I say I will stick it down your throat and let you blow up.
Do the portal. Actually, just blow up the portal.
I am not
Gabriel.
letting. I'm not
Gabriel.
allowing you to blow up this room until our friends have returned safely, or we have followed them.
Hang on, I've got to make a note of this. Do
Gabriel,
not
Gabriel.
give the party anything.
TNT.
Gabriel, sorry. I can't imagine you trying to force dynamite down my throat without getting severely physically hurt.
You're right. I probably would, but at least I'd die trying to make you suffer for your own idiocy.
Well, okay.
I wouldn't go down the throat. I'll probably put it up his arse.
That's no. Here's the thing: if Gabriel tried to do that, he would definitely lose. If Gabriel went for the throat, he probably has a very slim chance of success.
This actually is bringing back some memories for a podcast that I started listening to recently, and it was about a hitman. And do you know how he killed one of his targets?
Something about down the throat or up the
He
ass.
pushed them down a well and then dropped a stick of TNT down it.
Dan, are you keeping an eye on the
Well,
thingy?
Yeah.
Cool, just checking.
oh, Cade's running into sports. If you've seen The Boys, you know all about sticking dynamite up someone's backside.
Now, Arthur, we
Yeah.
have two options here.
Mhm.
You and I can either duke it out, or we can go through this damn portal.
I'm not going through the portal.
You're going through this portal.
No, because Indrin is still with us. I'm not leaving Indrin unconscious on the floor.
That's a good point. I forgot about that.
So I've got,
I thought Indarin had been hidden behind the portal.
he
Yeah.
has, but I'm not leaving him alone. Let's be
So
honest.
you'd rather blow him up with a stick of dynamite?
No, I was just trying to see what would happen if we put the flames out. But you seem to be of the opinion that if we put the flames out, it will cancel the portal. I'm wondering if it's that. What colour is the portal at the moment?
Purple.
Purple.
Yeah. Now you see,
I'm also.
portal-
I think I'm thinking what you're thinking with
the
colours
portal
and shit.
is purple, and these flames are coloured. The
Mm.
blue and the red flames are currently left
On.
and right. There's obviously a puzzle here. You see, this is what I'm not very good with. The thinking stuff. I'm more good with the actiony stuff.
This
I
is kind of why I
noticed.
wanted to look at the pillars first, but then I thought, well, Bunny wouldn't do that. Carla would. Bunny wouldn't.
So we have these four flames, and it strikes me that the red and the blue ones make purple, and the purple's purple.
Arthur, I have a suggestion.
Can't say the portal is purple.
How about you and I spend a good few minutes investigating this room before we try any blowing things up?
Okay.
Okay, good.
I mean-
Dan, can me and Arthur do a joint investigation check?
But then if you start fiddling with the flames and stuff, what happens if you change the colour of
I
the
mean, there-
portal? Then
there-
we're utterly fucked.
What
Well,
happens
Not
if
my problem.
Arthur blows something up and changes the colour of the portal?
We should be able. The point is, I don't think we can move these things. Or I was hoping if we could move these things, but we would need stronger people.
Now, I may be a bit of an amateur when it comes to colour theory, but I'm pretty sure all those colours make purple.
A different shade of purple, yeah. I work with colour for a living, so
But I know
So-
roughly it makes a colour purple, right?
So, are we in agreement? Gabriel and Arthur are investigating this room for an advantage
Wouldn't green,
check.
yellow, blue, and red mixed together make like a horrible muddy brown?
I think that's what he's getting at. But...
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but add all the rest of them as well.
So quickly, I'll do Kay quickly. So as Kay goes through the portal, you get wrenched through. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kate. Mushrooms are like 10 times higher than you are. The statue's massive, and it appears to be of a sort of winged humanoid creature. There's no like text on it or any sort of inscription, and there's two empty bowls that look like it did have some pink liquid in it.
Okay.
Roll your investigation on the other side, and then we'll do this side now. So people on the
21.
portal side,
I think we should do some sort of arcana. I don't know, or investigation, but we need to try and work out.
I was saying investigation. That way we can get advantage.
Oh, okay.
Because that way we have a higher likelihood of getting something like a 21. But
okay. So, guys, on the other side of the portal, the Beastland side, right, you're in an unknown place. It's humid. It's massive. So, Rashala, you're big, but one of these mushrooms is probably bigger than you. Actually, no, it's a lie. It is bigger than you. The statue is even bigger than you. Trees are gargantuan. You seem a bit out of place here.
Can I come to an educated, I don't know, bit of an educated guess that this is possibly where the mushrooms are coming from?
What's that? Sorry, where?
So, do you know in the other caves there was all the mushrooms and the fungus growing all over?
Oh, yeah,
people
fungus,
and things?
yeah.
Can I make the educated guess of this is possibly where it's coming from? The source of it?
There seems to be something going on here, yeah, and you've got mushrooms here, mushrooms there, put two together, get full. There's a good reasoning behind it.
Any resemblance with the statue? Do I get a bit more? Can I?
The statues of something or someone that is of no knowledge to any of you guys, unfortunately.
Okay. So I think we might be better off closing this portal. If this is where the fungus is coming from.
Just want to point out that there was some pink liquid in these bowls. I drank it, and I
There was some liquid.
Very powerful, and I have a lot of magic.
Okay.
I can traverse planes easily.
What do you mean walk? Do you mean walk through the portal we've just come through?
No.
Thing?
No, I mean I can just be in the ethereal plane if I wish.
Go on
to
then,
be.
prove it.
Oh, there you go. I'm in the ethereal plane.
Fuck.
He's not. He's right in front of you.
Whoa. Bonnie, where
Yes,
did
Rashala?
Castiel go?
I'm lost now. Did he actually?
Right, DM.
Actually-
Right, he is still in front of you. He is still in front of you.
okay.
Right, okay. However,
Are we just
there's some fuckery going
making
on
him
here.
feel better about
Yeah.
himself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bunny got a little
Oh,
bit
shit.
confused.
Where did he go?
Just a second, I'm by his head. Yeah. He's got a cog loose somewhere.
A few cogs loose.
Maybe they've
If only there was
been too well lubricated and they're spinning too fast.
If only there was a mechanical skill. Try and fix his head.
While you're discussing Castiel's amazing magical abilities, there's an almighty crash coming from. It must be. It's not near, but it's loud in the far distance. And
Can I just ask a quick question? Sorry. The pink bowl, the bowls that were previously pink, is that a different colour? Were they actually pink, or was it meant to be the same colour as the portal, or was it a completely separate colour?
It's a completely separate colour.
Right, okay.
And then there's an immediate roar, as if a monstrous beast or something has just roared.
Oh no, it's a swarm of raptors.
Which direction? Is it north, south, east, west?
You could probably figure it out. Let's do survival quickly, because it is loud and it probably bounces off, and it was quite far away. Yeah, easy. Yeah. So with that, you could probably discern it is north of here. Sorry, south of here. My bad. South of it. Wrong way. Got my things round the wrong way. Are you hiding? Yeah. All right. Kay jumps and hides behind the pillar. The statue. In the bowl. You sat in the bowl.
Bowl's that big? How much pink liquid did he drink?
Lots.
He's now just pissing out of the bottom
The
of his...
problem with Castiel, he doesn't drink and eat normally, so he hasn't got an intolerance to how much to eat or drink.
But now he's
Surely
got
he would physically get full though. Like at some point he could take on more.
No, 'cause he wouldn't have he wouldn't have a digestive system.
No, it's
So
just-
technically, yeah,
He'll just piss it out, sorry.
it would come out at the same pace it goes
Yeah,
in.
I was gonna say, I imagine where he stood to drink that, there are puddles on the floor.
Yeah.
Where it
We
went
just
through
stab
him
him
and
and
pretty
it'll
quickly
pour
came
out?
out.
I'm going to call you Britta from now on.
It's
You,
come
you
out
seem to
liquid.
have taken all the magical properties of the liquid, and now it's just, I reckon it's just clear water on the floor now. If I go and, without thinking too much about it, if I go and lick it up now,
Oh,
it's going to be inept,
Lovely.
isn't it? It's going to be
How
inept.
can you not
It's
think
going to
too
be
much
nothing
about
in it.
It's a bit oily. Yeah,
Bit of grease, bit of oil.
bit oily. Yeah.
Yummy.
Did it taste of iron by any chance?
we're gonna put a tap on him.
High iron content. Yeah.
That's going to be one of his plugins. He's now got a Hoover, a whisk, and a pat.
Has to have a drain.
While everyone is ogling over Castiel's amazing ability and the
Pea
interruption,
puddles.
yeah, and the interruption of the roar and the loud crashing sounds. Anything you want to do in here?
I think we have 4 of the most, I don't know, strong but idiotic people. So I don't think the crashing is quite scary enough for us.
challenge.
Yeah.
I do wonder if this party literally has one intelligent person in the whole group.
You
What,
may say
Cade?
that, but this was something of a gargantuan nature that you haven't noticed before, so there is a bit of a fear factor there, but obviously...
Yeah,
it's
Bunny's going to ask Cade why he looks like he's hiding.
Big
Well-
crash, big monster. I hide. They chew on you. I kill it.
Castiel doesn't have fear nerves.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
I don't know,
he's not on
but-
his plane. He's all right. He's
Bunny's
safe.
a rock.
He is safe.
I'm a dragonborn who likes to fight things.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't.
However, if you knew what this creature was, you wouldn't want to be anywhere near it.
Yeah, but the problem is, I
My
don't.
spidey sense
Exactly.
is tingling.
I don't know though, do I?
It's like Jurassic Park all over again.
But if this was a giant book, Gabriel would be sat here.
Ah, he'll be all over it. Fucking hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone
Wonder if
will
they
be
put
dead.
his cock out.
I wonder if they're like dinosaurs that are a slightly darker shade of pink.
And lots of them
Bunny.
with pack sense or
Bunny
pack
drank their
tactics.
Pack
Liquid.
tactics, yeah. Incredibly fast with pack tactics. Oops.
There'll be a difference. I won't TPK you.
Are they still coming? The
That's the most out of body
no.
DM experience ever.
It was a single crash, single roar. It doesn't. It's not like there's noises everywhere. I'll be honest with you. There's big gargantuan birds flying overhead. Everything is in massive proportion here. Even the odd critters that are in the hedgerows, like the rabbit. You see like a rabbit come out, but the rabbit is of a medium size. It's like your size. It's massive. Everything is different here. There's a bit of a weird concept.
Well, what do you want to do, guys? We're just tiny little people, more so than normal.
You're a tiny little person.
Did you see that bunny rabbit? It was bigger than you. Bunny stew sounds good though.
It's just a bunny. What do I want to do? Was that the thing that was making the big crashy noise?
No,
bunny? No.
something
Right, okay.
much bigger.
Have we seen anything yet? Because until Bunny sees something exciting, she's not going to be overly bothered about noises.
No, not really. The only thing you've seen is a big bird flying overhead, massive wingspan. You've had the bunny pop out and run off, as in typical bunny fashion. Everything else seems... There is nothing else here apart from what has just been described to you. No threat or anything.
I'm gonna climb the statue to see if I can see anything past it from the height, but also, I know I looked at the statue and I couldn't see any markings from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know if I see something while going up.
Okay.
If I find something, markings, whatever, because there has to be something here that... Or we just need to go back and be done with this place.
Okay. Yeah, you can climb up. It's not hard. You don't need a roll for it. You're fine. The statue actually doesn't give you any vantage point at all. The hedgerows and the trees around are so much more overpowering than the statue. Even if you try and get on top of its head, stand literally vertical, you still can't get a decent vantage point. The only way you can get a decent vantage point here is if you climb one of the gargantuan trees.
Is there any fruit trees nearby?
Roll a D20.
Bunny would like to see if she can see, like, would like to sort of look on the ground and stuff and see if she can see, like, footprints or anything, or, like, animal markings or whatever, other than the bunny that just came through.
So that'll be a survival check for that then. With your
on my character.
With your 10, yeah, there's a handful of fruit trees around here with like people-sized fruits hanging off it. Not sure what they are. Not seen them before. They look exotic. 12. There's some tracks here. This entire space is a track. So it's an old track. It's actually in the shape of a footprint.
Do I notice the fact that this space that we're in is shaped like a footprint?
Oh yeah, with the survival check it would. Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to let the others know that fact.
But it's an old footprint because obviously the statue's still intact. Portal's still there.
I'm just slightly starting to worry about the fact that even if it is an old footprint, it's still a fucking footprint.
Yeah, correct. Gives you the understanding of what might actually be out here. Did you want to do anything with the fruit trees?
Castiel, you want to try a piece of fruit? You like eating things.
Yeah, make Castiel eat something.
I'll taste it first by dipping my finger on it. And
anything
then I'll eat it.
Like a strawberry or apple or, you know.
So there seems to be like a round sort of fruit. You're not sure what it is. You've never seen it before. It's
cut it open.
Of the exotic. Take a little while with your dagger. Or what? We got rapier.
I'm going to use my great
dagger.
sword.
Great sword. It also will take you a little bit as well because these are people-sized fruits.
We'll do it together as a group, like me and Kate.
So take you a little while. While you're doing that,
just chop him where he tells me to chop.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll tie you up for a little bit. Rashala, Bunny, what else are you doing while they chop this fruit up?
He's at his desk.
Ah, okay. Bunny, anything else? After expressing your concern while I chop.
Yeah, I'm on mute. Take myself off mute. I'm assuming Cade didn't find anything interesting when he investigated the statue thingy. What did you roll again for that?
He told me there was nothing.
Oh,
I didn't even roll.
You rolled.
He just asked. Yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing interesting other than the fact there's a fairy sat on the top of it. Right, okay.
It must mean something, but there's nothing here that indicates what it means.
Okay, is there anything around the pool? Like anything other than the fact it's a pool of purple liquid?
The portal.
Yeah.
That's the portal. Not pool, it's portal. It looks like.
I thought you said it's a pool. That is a portal.
Right.
I thought that's
No.
what you meant.
Like you said, it just looks like a pool, but it is a portal.
Okay, so it looks like the one that we came through.
Correct.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Just lying down, or?
No, that's standing
Just
up.
bad map.
Just bad map. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
I mean,
Well,
it was originally designed to be a pool, but
Yeah.
we're makeshifting it to be a portal.
Oh, right. I got you.
If you turn your head to the left a little bit, squint with your right eye, it looks like a portal.
No, it looks like a pool. But okay.
I said it looks like a portal. Okay.
Okay.
That means it looks like a portal. Right.
Okay. So nothing of interest there either.
No, not really. The stones all got plants growing all up and vines up them. There's no writing this side. That's the difference.
There's no writing this side. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
So are we going to keep looking around this area? Or are we going to head back through the portal? What does everybody want to do? Looking at the size of the footprints and that bunny and the rabbit that come
Fruits
through.
as well, the fruit.
And the fruit. It does look like there could be some interesting things to fight here. Although I doubt there's going to be many gems for me to...
Can you imagine the gems though? Ooh.
Yeah, got to find them first.
I kind of want to know how Castiel feels, though.
Feel pretty good.
Feels fine, yeah.
Feel pretty powerful.
You finished cutting the fruit open, though.
Nice.
As it opens up, got the pulp inside. It looks like a reddish colour with black seeds. It's like a typical watermelon sort of texture. Looks very nice. Looks very tasty. Very moist.
I'll eat it.
Slip your hand in. You take up some pulp and you chow down. You got like nice red, like mush around your mouth. Take.
And also forming in a puddle underneath him.
Do I taste it?
You process your brain. I'm just trying to work out how this will be effective. You think it tastes nice?
I mean, I don't really want to leave this place. This is the first time I've had food and drink.
How's
This
it
is
taste?
It tastes amazing.
Oh, I'll try some.
I also don't want to leave here. I feel like we're here for a reason.
Yeah.
Kate will take a bite.
It is the most sweet tasting fruit you've ever tasted. It refreshes you. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
Rochella, Bunny, you have to try this.
There's plenty to go around.
Yeah, we'll share around.
I wonder what the mushrooms do. Sure, you know,
Oh, we
They
should
edible?
try some. Yeah, mushrooms are edible.
They're big.
I
It's
don't.
going to end up being like we're in frickin' Wonderland.
that's,
I don't
I've
think
said
we
that
should.
before.
I don't
Want
think
the
we should eat any of the.
delicacies.
Well, it's either going to be
mushrooms.
like Alice in Wonderland or it's going to be like frickin' what's the thing I'm thinking of?
Describe it.
Labyrinth.
Oh, I thought you meant like human centipede.
What?
Where did you get that from? Oh, right. Yeah.
No, I
Yes,
think
it would probably work, but you know.
I think we shouldn't touch these mushrooms, considering the place we've just returned from and the things we have fought already. I don't think we should be touching these mushrooms.
I trust Rashala, and you know I understand his logic. But his food tastes really good.
That's really good.
So I'm going to eat a mushroom.
Didn't we come to the conclusion you have no taste buds?
So
Yeah, but and I'm able to taste this. It's like magical.
there's two ways you have to do this, Castiel. That's take a bite out of the stalk, or fell it like a tree and then chew the top bit. These are
I'll
tree
take it.
size.
I'll take a bite out of the stalk, and if it's good, then I'll fell it.
You don't want the soft undercoating.
Let's have a Christmas saving throw from you.
Oh.
This is funny as fuck.
It's everything I expected and more.
He's going to turn into a dwarf child.
9.
Jesus Christ, I'm rolling high!
High?
D100, please.
It's a trick. Don't roll high.
I want you to.
Oh, there now. 68. Ah,
I'm one away from 69, I know.
You owe him one.
Yeah, you owe me one, Dan.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
If you add me, then it's 69.
Nice. Let's go.
So for 9 minutes, you experience. Why is that not let me whisper it to you? Hang on. I'm having technical issues. Bear with me. There we go. 9 minutes.
Right, do I realise this, or...?
Oh, yeah.
No, as in, like, do I realise that they are what you just said? Or do I think it's real?
So you took a bite, and then immediately you see a massive, gargantuan beast crashing through the forest.
I'm gonna charge it.
It's big, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge it, shouting and screaming.
Sure,
with my
you
sword.
charge past Rashad to the hedgerow. You're slashing at the hedges.
That's some good mushroom.
So if I put you there, you're basically beating on this tree and mushroom and bush.
So all we see is him beating a freaking bush.
Yeah,
Right,
he takes a bite, he looks up, and his eyes go like into aggressive mode, and he starts charging and beating this bush down with his great axe. And you're winning. You're winning, mate. You're taking chunks out of it.
Well done.
Also, Carla, don't be all like grossed out. There's nothing wrong with bush.
Oh, Alex. Let's move on, Daniel.
Okay.
Right, let's go to the other side then. With the
Oh, Farquhar.
The dream team has arrived.
Are you going for the adult side now?
the adult side, yeah.
The
yeah.
dream team, Phil.
The
dream
mature,
team.
the mature side. So,
I've literally wrote it down as my notes. The dream team investigate the room.
So as you're investigating, so you've got the rope tied around the pillars. There's 6 pillars in here, and steps leading up to the portal. The portal obviously has the words on it.
Has words.
Yeah, it has words. Yeah. Each brazier is lit with no text or anything out of the unordinary. The room is of the shape it is. I can't remember what we said the shape was, but yeah, is as it is. You've got the stairs going to your right, stairs going down, but that goes back to the the portrait door that you walked through to end up to the sarcophagus, and then the left side is back to the sarcophagus. So everything else is pretty much as it is explained. The fire burns with no pain or heat, but of a colour that is stated there.
So there is literally no hidden nothings in this room.
Don't see no sign of hiddens in this room. No hidden things in this room.
It burns.
Arthur, what do you want to do? Because I'm drawing a blank, because I'm not going through that portal.
There's part of me that thinks we need... okay. Out of... Arthur thinks we should be mixing up the colours somehow. But Arthur does... I can't work out how.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible. I think the colours are just the colours. They're not an important thing. They're just decoration.
No. Arthur would disagree with you strongly on that. He just shot one and it shot him back.
It's a magic spell.
Yeah,
of course,
okay.
It's going to have some form of
right. Okay,
weirdness.
but if someone has set these things to defend themselves in that way, to repel magic spells, they're important.
To which Gabriel would argue a door is a door, no matter how much magic you put on it.
All right. Okay, but a door has a lock or a key.
Lock and a key.
Well, okay, but these flames are something like that to that.
Do you have any evidence of that?
No.
That's the point.
Apart from the fact we've got red and blue, and red and blue makes purple, and that's purple.
Do you want to go through the damn portal, or do we just want to
We
stay
can't
here
go through the portal. Indorain is passed out behind the portal. Now, I could possibly go and drag him through the portal.
I don't want to do that. that feels like a bad decision.
Well, this is
For him.
This is, and also those 2 hags. They just disappeared. We did not kill them.
Yeah, I don't want to go into there in case that's where they actually are.
No, I'm more worried that they're going to come back, and I mean, if they come back, I'm likely just to run away through the.
I'm going to be honest. If they come back, I think we almost killed them both. I think just you and me could take them.
If they were still injured, I think possibly, but
that's what I mean. Like if they came back in that state.
I'm at a loss. Someone with far better smarts than me needs to work out what the colours are, and it's important. It's got to be either that, or if it's a massive grabbing red heading, I'm going to travel north and find whatever that place is where he lives, and
you're going to find Dan and you're going to hurt him. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Do I live up north, do I?
I'm going to head north because you live north of me.
He's going to go through everything north of him, and that's it.
No, I know where he lives.
Bill, if you want his address, just let me know.
Okay. I didn't know that accurate.
Actually, you don't even know where I live, so what?
No,
It's all right, I can find Dan. If I need to find Dan, I can find Dan.
That's kind of threatening now.
It's not that. I just know he frequents a certain game shop, and I can find the game shop and just wait long enough and he'd turn up.
Yeah.
Take a week off work. Pray.
So we're stuck here for now.
This is it. I don't want to leave into it. I could probably drag him through, but do we all want to go through?
I'd prefer not to. I think it's a massive waste of time.
You don't want to go.
The portal
you're just not ever so slightly curious about what's the other side.
The Feywild.
You don't know
Dan,
that, do you?
Can I do an intelligence check to see what I know about the Feywild?
Can do, yeah.
What do you want me to do? History?
History.
Arcana?
It'll be history.
And then fuck all.
Correct.
But we don't. How do you know it's the Feywild beyond the portal?
Because that's what they said to you.
They said, so you're going on their hearsay.
I'm going to
Not
say
the hags before the hags became the hags. The lying.
I'm going to say it's a thing that's probably too real to be too much of a. What's the word?
You don't think they were lying?
Yeah, it's too specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to the Feywild then, no?
No, I don't want to go to the Feywild.
Well then,
how about you go through, get everyone out, and we can come back and have a group discussion.
But they won't listen to me.
Well, are they going to listen to me?
To be fair, in your defence, Arthur, I probably wouldn't listen to either of you.
Well, this is what I was going to say, but I mean.
Castiel's got. You have no idea what's going on over there, but Castiel's got a mission.
Oh shit! Bunny's just given me a good idea. Can I throw a piece of throat through the portal?
Yeah. We'll get back to your actions in a minute.
I think we're both genuinely.
No, we literally have nothing we can do.
We have no ideas. Yeah, we have no ideas between the two of us.
So what are you you just going to chill out for like half an hour?
Well,
how about me and Phil take a long rest?
You can have your long rest.
Short rest.
Yeah.
Oh, can I ask you a question though? Weren't you supposed to be identifying something?
Yes, I was. Can I just spend a few hours identifying things? Because I've got many things I want to identify.
Of course you can. Right.
Identify this.
So you have your long rest and you identify.
I have a potion from that sarcophagus and that wand.
We will get back to that in a minute.
Okay, cool.
There
we go.
Thank you, Phil, for that suggestion.
That's all right.
You tell me what. Well, no, Arthur suggested it.
Okay, thank you, Arthur. For that suggestion.
Still no problem.
See.
So right, you've got Castiel going to town on this beast. It's almost it's having you. You know you're coming close. It's coming to bite you almost. But no, you duck and dive and you stab it. Yeah, it's going well, mate. You cast your magics.
Are the others helping me in this fight?
No.
I need to take Arthur some of this fruit.
They're currently chowing down on this fruit at the moment.
I'm taking Arthur
pretty good.
So Rashala, Kate, Bunny, Castell's got his job. What are you doing?
Throw in a mango for the.
Yeah.
I was just gonna walk through it. Can't deliver it. Tell them how good it is.
I kind of wanted to see how they were going to react first, and then have you walk through afterwards.
Okay, fine. I'm not going to bother changing bloody things. So you walk through the portal with a handful of pulp. It's like this. You know,
Well, it's going to take the other half of the, because if it's cut in half, I'll just carry the other half.
The issue with that is that other half is bigger than you.
Alright, I'll cut out a nice chunk of it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
You get yourself a good portion, yeah, like a little
I got
slice.
a mess kit, and I can put a bunch of stuff in my mess kit.
Of course you can. Yeah, no worries.
And I walk through. It's like, look what I got for you guys.
So you see Arthur just sitting there, just chilling out. You've got Gabriel looking over some items, casting some arcane words as he's doing so. What do you two do as you see Kay come through saying, look at what I've got?
I have to ignore him.
Correct.
As per identify.
Correct. But Arthur doesn't have to. As long as Arthur doesn't do anything strenuous.
You're muted, Phil.
What has he got?
Mango, nom.
He brings like a mess tin. Oh yeah. Okay.
We went through, and you wouldn't believe, we are literally small little creatures. I'm not talking my size. I'm talking really small, like a bunny. Not our bunny, but a regular bunny. The bunny rabbit hairs. The hairs, whatever. That's as big as Bunny. So there was a bunny as big as Bunny.
Okay.
Just to confuse things.
Kate, are you feeling okay?
Yes, I'm doing good. Well, Castiel ain't feeling too good. He thinks he could travel the plains. And he goes, watch, I'm going to travel. And he thought he disappeared, which was really funny. So everybody's still pretending he disappeared. And now he's over hacking a bush after eating some mushroom. But that's okay. But you should try this fruit. It's really good.
I think I'm going to pass, and you should perhaps lay off the fruit yourself.
Oh.
I can't hold it in. Dan, are you okay there? You look concerned.
This is funny as fuck. Carry on.
Well, if you take the story as he's telling it to Arthur,
carry on. I'm not here. You two talk.
Exactly.
Buddy found out that the area we were in was a big old footprint. It's probably about 30 feet wide and about 60 feet long. And there's a statue of looks like a giant pixie. This thing is huge because I was able to climb it. It was very cool. And they had 2 barrels of pink liquid that Castiel said he drank. I don't know why he wouldn't share any. That don't make sense to me. He drank it all. But there's a huge roar and the whole ground shook with something else coming. I don't know what it was, but I think we get shrunk when we go through the portal.
Arthur is like contemplating his decisions.
I think you need to stop eating that fruit, Kate. I mean, are you listening to what you're saying? Are you hearing yourself?
I know it sounds weird. I'm being 100% honest with you. I'm not drugged up. I don't feel.
Can I attempt to insight him?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Just to see. No,
100,
I don't believe you.
100% truthful.
Oh, I rolled a 10.
I'm not rolling deception.
No. If you rolled.
No, I know that. I was trying to see how, because if Arthur rolled really low,
he would have.
I was going to completely believe that you were completely making everything up.
Yeah.
Now, just to settle something in my own head, the fruit that I chucked through the portal, did that enlarge or reduce?
On
their side.
So you would have had to take a handful of pulp and you would have thrown it through.
Was the fruit actually thrown through the portal that we missed?
The problem you got, Rashala, is you would have had to follow it to find out.
This is for John's brain, not for Rashala.
You don't know. It hit the portal and it disappeared.
Okay,
Did the others then not see it?
Let me try a little bit.
They would have, yes. Yeah.
I'm going to try a small amount of this fruit to see what it tastes like.
Okay, you take a small amount of this fruit. Amazing. Fresh, fruity, moist, beautiful.
Fruity. Okay. Against my own better judgment, not that I have a better judgment, as we all know, I'm going to eat the rest of it then.
So at the same time, you hear a squelch as something squishy hits the floor.
Is it easily identifiable as more of the stuff I'm eating?
Yeah, it's come through the portal at a rapid speed and splattered pretty much about 20 foot away from the portal.
I look up at Kay to say, I think they're throwing fruit at you, mate.
Yeah. I was going to pick up the whole thing, but it's bigger than me.
Well, everything's bigger than you.
It took a couple minutes to hack this thing open with our swords.
Where have you ended up?
I don't know. But there's some big creatures over there, and we haven't seen them yet, but it'd be interesting to see.
You did see a bird, don't forget.
No,
A bunny.
I wasn't there for
We
the
saw
bird.
No, you wasn't there for the bird.
Okay, do you get the feeling that those on the other side want to stay on the other side, or are they coming back?
Well, I could probably get him to come back.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, the problem is at the moment I don't want to leave Indorine because he's comatose, and the book boy here is now casting spells, so we're a bit stuck now. We're kind of split up.
Yeah, and I think Castiel's still beating up a tree.
Oh dear. Did he eat too much of this fruit?
No, he ate mushroom.
Ah, okay. I don't want any of the
mushroom.
mushroom. Right.
I think he should have ate from the top of the mushroom, the soft side, like a regular person does. But Bunny looked at me funny, and I didn't want to get on Bunny's bad side.
What was I going to ask?
Just want to. Oh no, I'm not there.
Oh,
but-
does the fruit the fruit actually do anything, or does it just taste nice?
It just tastes nice. What do you say, Castiel?
You could possibly, kind of take a quick trip, put Indrin on the vehicle.
It's
whatever
miles
the
away.
vehicle's called.
The vehicle,
Yeah,
the cart's
I'm-
miles away.
Then we'd be leaving him all alone on a cart.
Apart from the fact, I'm not sure I can carry. I possibly can. I'm not that weak much. But I would have to carry Indrid all the way out, and that's another floor up from where we are.
I was thinking if that was the actual reason you guys don't want to come through, that we could fix that. But
no, I don't
if
want to
you
come
wanna-
through because there were two hags that disappeared without us actually killing them, and I'm worried that they'll come back and do things to Indurain that Indurain might regret when he wakes up.
Impregnate him.
Hag babies.
Take advantage of him. But yeah, exactly. But also Gabriel is casting spells, but we're also both quite injured, and I don't know. You just all ran through the portal, and it's like we end up stuck here. And now I don't want
You
to.
okay, Sean? No, Sean's not good. Bye.
What?
Sorry, just noticed Sean coughing, possibly? Not sure, he's disappeared anyway.
I was Sean.
COVID.
Well, did you guys figure anything out about the pillars or the...
No, we're fresh out of ideas, but thinking about puzzles isn't my best strength, really, I'm afraid.
Well,
I don't know if you've got any ideas.
See, Carla loves puzzles, but Bunny is not someone that would deal with puzzles, which is really kind of infuriating me.
Arthur has 10 intelligence and 7 wisdom.
So I'll go back over.
He's
and I'll
not
let him
exactly
know.
the brightest fish in
I'll let him know that no one figured out anything.
the goldfish bowl.
And then I'll come back and I'll really search the walls to see if there's anything else we missed. Maybe I missed something, so I'll do a complete search of the whole dungeon.
I tell you what might be a thing to look at is whether those braziers that are burning magical flames have ever been moved.
Okay. Well, let me tell them
Okay.
what's going on. I'm not going to move nothing. So I'll pop back over, give them a rundown. The wizard's doing his wizardly things. I guess he's identifying again because he's glassy-eyed. Arthur's laid back. He does enjoy the fruit. But I'm gonna go search all the walls in there real good because maybe we missed something that we didn't, and maybe once Castiel's done beating his bush,
Wait, what?
come over because
I phrase they use in the States. Sorry.
at least he didn't pull out his immovable rod on the bush.
Oh dear. You know, I was just
Okay.
wondering whether we could build the immovable rod into Castiel's arm, right? And he could like stick his arm out, activate the immovable rod, and like clothesline someone with it.
I don't think he needs the immovable rod.
All right, but that was the best I could come up with as a weapon.
I like that idea.
Also, it'd be quite good if we could stop pronouncing a brazier as brassiere. That would also be quite good.
No, it wouldn't.
So
brazier-
the 4 braziers.
Brazier.
So,
Brazier.
you mean brazier, don't you? Because
No, definitely Brazil.
I'm not talking about over-the-shoulder boulder holders, no.
Phil, are you
they're
going to
two
good
very
handful of that
different
Brazil?
words.
Very true.
Brazier.
Bill, what?
Stan's quiet, real quiet.
Right.
So I'll go back through and I'm gonna go into the sarcophagus room, search the walls, then move down to the next room. Like we go through that portal, maybe where the drag marks were.
Sure.
Check everything again, and look around to see if the braziers are able to be moved.
Oh, slow
Has
down.
anyone tried to see what's inside the brazier?
Can we wiggle the brazier and see if they bobble or anything?
So,
Oh, God.
investigation, Cade, please.
Sorry.
You could take some of the melon from next door and put them in.
Hold on, that one I ain't doing good.
Yeah, we'll go through that after Sean.
No, I'm just letting you know the order of things.
Yeah. I'll ask you what you want to know, and then I'll tell you what they are, because you will have time to do them all, basically. Right. Okay. 3 on investigation.
I've got.
So, there's been no sign of movement. There's no extra things in the walls. You think you've pretty much done a good job looking around. There is that extra room on the right, but again, it's barren. There's nothing in there. But he has had drag marks coming from that room, but it just disappeared over time. It's not as you seem to have lost the track quite easily. The braziers of
Don't tell me they're empty. It's boring then.
they're burning with a different colour flame.
What colour flame?
Red, the same ones.
Have you just picked a random colour?
No, he's saying the same. They're burning the same colours as they were.
Yeah.
They're just not normal colours.
Okay.
You can't seem to move them. That doesn't look like they've been moved. The portal, there's nothing different about the portal apart from what you already know. That's pretty much it.
I wonder if we walk in the portal from the back.
Big brain questions.
Oh, you might get the portal police after you. Up to you. Everything is able to be tried.
I'll try it. We're kind of stuck where we're at.
You get yanked again into the portal, and you end up on the other side.
Oh, your tea is out. Oh.
Yeah.
I'm back with those guys. I told them I haven't found anything. I'm kind of at a loss, and the other two look like they're at a loss too.
I feel like we need to be here. Honestly. I feel like I'm still under the conclusion of this is where all the fungi was originating from. Because also going with that, what colour was the pool inside the
It's like a pinkish liquid.
yeah, the one that we all swam under.
Yeah, pinkish liquid, yeah.
Yeah, it's all adding up to me. I feel like whatever is in that cave originates from here.
You know, I've been sitting here most of the evening thinking he drank a pink liquid, and we all drank a pink liquid before, or some of us did. But I've not been able to say anything because that was metagamey.
Yeah. You would have known it if you came over.
I know, but
Yeah.
I've actually been sat here all the time thinking.
Well, I did tell you
Well,
he
actually,
drank a
Kate
pink
told
liquid.
you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right. Sorry, I could have mentioned it to
Yeah.
Kate at that point. Then. Sorry.
I want to take. How long does this take?
Too long.
Actually, nothing. I would like to use my divine sense.
Okay.
And blah, 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 blah. You can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Okay.
I would like to use that just because I want to get a clear picture of if anything is going to harm us.
Yeah.
Is it going to be one of those things? If not, I feel like we're quite safe here to bring everyone back.
So, undead. What was that? Undead, fiends, and
Celestials.
celestials. So Fae is not one of them.
It doesn't say, no.
No. Okay. So you steady yourself for a few seconds. Send out your senses. You get nothing back. There's no sign of any of them in nearby vicinity. No land that has been affected by that sort of spell.
So Rashad is not used to dealing with Fae, so that makes total sense. So as far as he's concerned now, we're quite safe where we are, regardless of the rumbling. I feel like the others can come over safely, because as a tactical brain, I feel like being in a room we have not dealt with properly is more dangerous to the injured than being here currently.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here a while and nothing has happened.
Yeah,
We're kind of safe because we're surrounded.
Yeah, you've got the elements. That's all you've got, and the natural stuff that's happening. Yeah, all right, it's massive. But,
I mean, digging into Rashala's backstory a little bit, he is built to be tactically minded and aware of his surroundings.
Yeah, you're in a foreign area. Obviously, you've got a bit of risk there, but everything.
Yeah, but everything, as far as he's concerned, everything runs off the same basic rules of if it's been quiet.
Yeah.
We can probably rely on it still being quiet in an hour's time, as opposed to a room we have just been in with hags that we didn't kill.
Yeah, correct.
So, Cade, if you want, I'll come over with you and see if we can get everyone back.
That
I feel
sounds
like
wonderful.
we'd be safer here.
Yeah,
I wanted to look in to see if the pink liquid showed back up, if it's refilling, maybe magic.
Okay, so quickly, Castiel, you have killed what is attacking you. You've done it. You've killed it all by yourself. Your 9 minutes is up, basically.
Leveled up. Ding.
Yeah. You don't feel like you've experienced much. So, with your question, Kate, it's not filling back up, no, but there is dregs. Castiel didn't get all of it.
Okay. Wonder if there's a way to take a sample back to Arthur. Because to me, he's pretty smart about stuff.
The only thing you could probably think of is if you got like a beaker or something to hold liquid, you could just scoop up some of the dregs.
I'm going to ask Cade what he's trying to do.
I want to take some of this pink liquid back to Arthur.
Regurgitate it.
I'm not putting it underneath where Castiel's leaking.
Any reason you're going to get back to Arthur?
Well, you guys talked about you guys drank something before that's pink and it healed you.
Do you want to compare the two? I'm going to pull out my water skin of the other pink liquid.
Yeah. Who's got pink liquid from the water skin? up to you what you want to do.
Now, should we leave that up to someone who has taste buds to try and discern the difference?
Oh, Rashala has it,
I
right?
don't know what you're on about. Castiel has a processing memory, and he's amazing.
And I can taste this liquid.
He can do everything. Yeah. His processing tells him it tastes nice.
From
And
my
to point-
experience, he can't taste anything.
To point out that I tasted this liquid, but I didn't taste the previous pink liquid we drank.
So you'd have nothing to compare them to.
Oh, you didn't taste the
So
last
I-
one, did you? No.
No, so I know they're not the same.
Right. Start again. So, did you say you tasted the first one?
No, you said I didn't taste anything else.
No.
Should I have tasted the first one, Dan?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Then I would like to dip a finger in. I'm going to do the Castiel special. I'm going to dip a finger in, and that's it. No, I'm going to dip a finger in, and then I'm going to taste the water skin that you've just pulled out first. And see if I can taste anything. So from the old pool.
Yeah. So you pull it out. There's a bit of a sweet taste to it, which is quite weird because it's not what Castiel was saying to you. But
My point.
yeah, you get like a nectary taste.
And then I'm going to taste the dregs of the new stuff.
Let's have I need a roll from you, I think.
Charisma.
Yes.
Save.
Fail it,
Save,
fail it,
yeah.
fail it. Join me.
Right. Okay. So you take the sample of both. Actually, I want another one. I'll have another one, please.
What? So, until I fail, basically.
No. You tried two, so I want two. Oh, you're fine. Fuck you. Politely.
Asking a charisma character.
That's fine. I can relay.
Charisma saving
I can relay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, when you get plus 15 charisma, saber, that's amazing. Right. So you taste the first one. You get nectary taste, and you feel a little bit fatigued, but you shake it off. You taste the other one, and you get the same sort of taste, the nectary taste, and you feel a little bit fatigued from that one too. But you shake that one off too. Doesn't take a hold of you.
Castiel.
Uh-huh.
These are the same liquids.
Really?
Well, I just had the weirdest feeling after drinking both. Exactly the same feeling, and they tasted the same.
So they are the same liquid.
That is my thought process, yes.
So this liquid that has given me magical powers and made me extremely powerful.
Yes.
There is an entire pool of this liquid through that teleporter back the way we came.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I will start to walk.
Okay. He starts to walk away from you, Rashala. He's just ignoring you, just walking.
Oh no, I'm like, I mean, Rashala's my bro. I'm like, hey, there's an entire pool. We could both be gods.
Yeah.
If we could both be gods, why hasn't it had an effect on me, Castiel?
Am I hearing this ridiculous conversation?
Yeah,
You
you're in
drink
the
enough.
area.
you are.
Fantastic.
So was Cade. Cade as well. By the way, Cade, you asked a question, but you didn't get an answer. Castiel brought out the water skin, and did you do anything after that? Because obviously,
is that healing? Do I need to go get some of that out of the heal up Arthur? Because I know he's hurt.
Yeah, I thought the first pink liquid was we used it to heal something, didn't we?
I'm not there.
That's correct.
Yeah, but I have also taken damage and I have not healed, so...
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm confused by this.
Maybe you didn't take enough.
just to backtrack, everyone. Castiel, you're full HP, and Rashala, you're full HP.
Oh, okay.
It took a bit of time to kick in.
I mean, I only lost 2 HP, but...
You feel good.
You feel good.
So as you were
Hang
saying,
on,
I've been hurt. I don't feel like. And then you're like, hang on a minute. No, I feel better.
Anybody got something small that I could try to pull up this liquid and give it to Arthur?
I also
I've
have
still
a water
got-
skin.
Yeah, I have a water skin full of the original pink liquid also.
We also have rations. We could just chuck a piece of bread down to mop it up and have some
soup.
Pink
have
soup.
some
He likes the
pink
fruit.
juice.
I'll just mix it with the fruit, and he
Oh,
will.
yeah.
Oh.
Trick him. I love it.
Good idea.
That's the
I'm
best
always
way to
up
build
for a
trust.
good. Yeah.
Well, it's a way to soak up the extra juices, right?
If he even feels slightly worried and can't trust you, just
I'll
say it was
tell
my
him.
idea.
I'll tell him the truth.
Yeah. Just say it was my idea. It's fine.
Okay. Well, it was a little bit. So I'll do that. I'll squeeze out some of the juice out of the fruit, dip it in there to soak up that liquid, and take it back over to Arthur.
So
This would be so much easier if they just came over.
Yeah,
You make
well-
yourself your
Oh,
own
wait.
fruit concoction. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Cage.
don't want to leave or passed out
Do
cleric.
do the same, but give Indarin some.
Okay,
That might
I can do that.
help.
That's what I thought they were doing. I hadn't realised you were not doing that.
So I'll go back. It's like, here, eat some of this. I'm going to try this on Indra. They said it's the same healing stuff that you had from before from the pink pool. So,
There you go, Arthur. That was a question at you.
Oh. Right, okay. I will drink said liquid.
It's been infused in the fruit.
I will have my vodka melon infusion.
Okay. I'll have a charisma saving throw, please.
A charisma saving throw. You really, really are asking for something there.
He is literally asking for something.
I know. I'm just trying to work out where charisma saving throw is on this stupid chemistry sheet.
With all the other saves?
I pass.
Holy crap! Yeah.
Nice.
I do have one redeeming feature, and that is I'm quite charismatic. Although you wouldn't know it, would you?
So you chow down on the fruit, eating the fruit. You feel a little bit. You feel better, so you heal. You do heal.
Oh, how much?
To full health.
Really? Fuck me. So I'm French.
And now, because you've healed full health, you feel a little bit fatigued coming from it, but you shake that off.
Shake it off. Shake it off.
Rashala wants me to try this on Enderwin, and if you could open his mouth, I could squeeze the fruit and put the juice down in him.
Sounded a bit wrong, but yeah, sure. We can try that.
He's used to it.
Do you assist?
Yeah.
How am I going to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to try and force feed it to the wizard, but I don't think the wizard would be too impressed with that. So
He's still conscious, you know that.
I know, but he can't react well. I suppose he can. Can he eat whilst he's doing what he's doing?
Trying to think. Kate, have you tried any of this? You haven't yet, have you?
No, I'm not hurt.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just trying to make a note of who did. So you did.
Bill, the easiest way to get Gabriel to induce some of this juice is just put it on a book.
he'll lick it off.
Hey,
Right.
look, there's a stain on your bulk. You better lick it clean.
Okay, so you wouldn't do it on someone who's not here, right? What's his charisma?
The only reason we're not progressing is because of this passed out fucking cleric.
Yeah, but he's not going to wake up until Tom's back. So
No,
So we're stuck in a bit of a limbo.
but like, I'm as I say, I'm reasonably strong, but
We're not just dragging through the portal.
Yeah.
in reality,
Rashala's
all
wants
the
to-
strong ones decided to wander off in the other side and left me here on my own. Well, with
Rashala wants to go over there and stay over there because she has a feeling that this is where we're supposed to be on the other side.
well, tell Rashala then to bring his scaly ass back over here and help me bring Indarin back over there.
Okay.
We should
I
just
do a
turn
jump
Kate into a
backwards, like a
fucking owl.
cartwheel backwards into the portal. 'cause-
We feel like a go-between by any chance.
Bunny's going to stick her head through the portal and just say, "Are you guys coming through or not?"
As you stick your head through the
Where's my
portal,
cartwheel?
it sucks you in,
Fuck balls.
and you're thrown.
Right,
in
so
the
am I
side.
on the other side?
You are, yeah.
I'd do a cartwheel through the portal.
Christmas
Now,
save.
I have a
plus-
bit of an
plus 2.
existential question. What if one goes in one side and one goes in the other at the same time? Do they like hit each other in the portal?
It's an extra
Do we have a
dimensional
fly
space.
situation on our hands?
We are combined.
That'd be weird.
Wait, we don't have a bag of holding, right?
We're Captain Planet.
He's a hero, gonna take pollution.
So,
Oh my
That
gosh,
was a
you lot are
good
all showing your
cartoon.
age. Although
Right.
I'm surprised they haven't revamped it. I really am.
Yeah, it's very sort of in.
Yeah, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you feed the liquid to Indrin. It gets a bit sticky all over his mouth.
Hey!
We won't tell him what happened.
Successfully getting something in. He doesn't wake up.
I thought we were worried the hags were going to do this to him, not us.
Well, Bunny's over there. She can help you carry him now.
Yeah, can I just drag him by his wrist through the portal?
Yeah, what's your strength?
19.
Yeah, with a bit of time, you could drag him
Plus-
through.
Do I add the plus thingy, or is it literally just 90? The number that's on
The
the
number, I'm interested in
thing.
the
Yeah,
number.
19. It's
Yeah.
just 19.
Yeah, you could drag him through. With time.
I would like to drag Indurin through the portal.
Sure, yeah, no worries. Done. So Arthur, you see Bunny just dragging through the portal, no problem.
Right, well, that's one issue solved. The other one is that Book Boy hasn't finished what he's doing.
Can anyone cast sleep?
I'm not leaving Book Boy until he's finished casting his spells, and I'm not interrupting again. And if anyone tries to, I will stop them. One way or another.
I unsheath my greatsword. Yeah, I can cast sleep.
Right, so Gabriel, just quickly, how many items are you wanting
3.
to identify? So that's 30 minutes.
2 potions and a wand.
Yeah, I'm saying that you probably get up to the point where you get into the end of the third. So
I was going to say, with the amount of running back and forth we've done,
yeah,
I was going to say,
you've spent at least half hour, easy.
he's probably finished and had a nap in that time.
So, potion of mystery sarcophagusness.
Yep, I know what that is.
The potion of growth that you told me what it was so I could add it to my inventory.
Yeah, I'm now about to show it to you.
And the wand of I already know what that is.
Yeah.
And I'm sure John has already figured it out as well. No, not John. Phil, sorry.
Yeah.
no, I haven't picked out what the one is at all, actually.
Yeah.
Do you not
haven't
remember what it
figured out,
did?
John, you're dumb.
It pointed to
Pointed
the
towards
exit or something.
Portal.
It pointed to something and you've now forgotten, but never mind. I'll tell you
Alex
soon.
likes touching.
I've got a low intelligence and a low wisdom. I'm not supposed to remember shit.
No, I thought this was something Phil would have remembered.
I can remember.
That's what he's
As
talking
the
about.
note taker.
all I can remember is that it pointed. And I think it led us in this direction, but I can't remember what it was actually pointing at.
Oh, that's annoying. I thought I had.
That's actually me as a person. Can't remember exactly what it was pointing at.
It was pointing at, wasn't it pointing back at the way we come in?
It was. It was pointing at the hidden door.
Ah, so is it like a wand of detecting hidden doors?
Yeah, close enough.
Very specific.
Close enough.
Or is
Give
it
up.
just a wand of wandering?
I wonder who wrote the book of love.
Okay, so
Possibly.
the wand is Wand of Secrets.
Thought so.
I thought I had an item for it, but obviously I don't. I'm going to show that.
So if I shake that and point at Rishala, will it tell me things?
No. It's physical secrets. Secrets?
The
Sequence.
potion
Yes.
of growth is a potion that enlarges or reduces a person.
Depending
Oh,
on
sorry,
their
gain
choice.
enlarge. It's enlarge. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, just a
you
large.
gain a large for 1d4 hours. Then the other potion is, again, I don't have that either in here. is
What's it called?
Potion of Bark Skin.
And a rough land.
I remember writing bark skin's only useful in certain non-armored
I
situations.
can't find it.
It's a druid spell.
Yeah,
Finish it up now.
I can't find the potion.
It probably doesn't exist. Probably.
Yeah. It's a potion that casts bark skin on you,
Who
basically.
did we? Oh, we lost Cade.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll finish it up now anyway. So, just to wrap things up quickly, are you dragging everything through the portal? Is everyone going to the portal, basically?
Yeah, we'll pull
I have no
everyone in.
choice.
Just merge you all together, bear with me.
Well, you could stay there and deal with the hags.
They're probably already gone.
So,
Probably.
who's not this
Maybe.
side? You've got Arthur.
Definitely not.
What's the old mantra? They always
else
return
go?
to the scene. Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
one as well.
I was thinking of a different one.
Indian's still passed out. Right, and with that said, we're going to conclude that for today. We're going to finish a little bit earlier. Thank you very much for watching this video today, guys. You're amazing. Every 2 weeks we'll be playing the Shaken Lands. So episode 18 will be coming out in 2 weeks' time, and it's just going to be a bunch of fun. We see what they do in the Beastlands. They may stay, they may go, they may get scared. We will see. So don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and comment down below what your favourite moments of this video was, because I have a ton. So I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.